do you feel like you're at a position where you're actually wanting to stop, or is it still something where you want porn on in your life?
That's actually a question I've asked myself recently. Um, I will admit that there is a small part of me that doesn't want to stop,
Mhm.
but the majority, but I know that it would be, I know letting that go would be so much more beneficial to me than the pleasure that I could have received from that. And it almost feels like if I don't let this go, then I won't be able to move on with my life and to move on to the places I'm trying to go.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you really quick, because I had those same thoughts. Do you think the part of you that wants pornography in your life, do you think that's really you?
Mm, that's a very good question, actually. No, I think that is an old version of me that wants that, or at least a sort of like an implanted one of the seeds that was planted in me, like telling me, say, hey, you want to watch that scene that you've been thinking about, or say, oh, hey, remember that scene?
Yeah. Well, what do you think happens if you keep letting that older version of you have control over your mind?
Then I'll just be stuck.
You okay with that? So why do you feel like you're actually ready to get this under control now? Like, why do you feel like you're ready to start listening to the real?
Because I found a greater purpose.
What's that?
My nephews, these are my nephews,
It's amazing, man.
and that was probably when I visited them in November, and I am them, and they're all so weird and so funny, and like they show their own way of loving and affection in their own way, but it's still genuine and pure. And I can't see myself in the future to where like if I still have that energy around me and then go around them. I don't want them to pick up that energy from me.
Dude, I love that. Made me want to cry a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I never really wanted to be a father, but life decided that I'm going to be an uncle instead. So, yeah, they're my why.
Okay, that's honestly it's what sometimes what we need in life. You know, like an external force pushing us to be better, pushing us to
Hmm.
just let go of old patterns. So because this will be a very, very personalized plan, we would actually be working one on one every day, basically. What do you feel like you would be looking for in like a strategy or a system to make sure that you have the best possible chance to end this once and for all? Like, what do you feel like you need from me?
I honestly don't know. I'm not like this. I'm usually pretty good about like curtailing things that are pretty bad for me. Like I never really got addicted to smoking. Weed a little bit, but I've pretty much cut that off for the
Mhm.
most part. Um, drinking was a worry because I come from a family of drinkers, so that was a worry. But I think after seeing some family members just kind of like not be all that, that kind of like turned me off to that. So this has been probably the single greatest battle I have fought for years now, and it's not like it's not like I can like you know put my penis away somewhere and just like hide it in a
Yeah.
box or whatever. So it's like you know I think I want to and I guess in saying all of that, that has led me to my answer. I think I want to restructure my relationship with my sexuality in general, and not just rely on, just images and video and sound together in a graphic way to stimulate me. Like I want to rebuild a relationship with myself and my sexuality to where I can give that to a person rather
Yeah.
than a computer or a phone screen.
Yeah. Um, I, I agree with you in so many ways. I actually, when I was 18 years old, I watched so much pornography at 18. I had porn-induced erectile dysfunction. So I can only get hard in front of a screen. And when it came to real women, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it took me like a year or two to recover from it.
So I
I
completely get where you're coming from.
I have a little bit of that too. It's gotten better since I've reduced my intake, but it comes and goes.
Yeah, it's pornography is a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous game. Rewires the fuck out of our brain more than we even realize.
Yeah.
And because of that, I want to be upfront. Like you're gonna go through a transition. Right now, you're the Brit who sometimes still lets urges control them, drained sometimes, maybe little bit distracted when it comes to pornography. Like those thoughts still pop up, and you want to be the kind of person that doesn't get pulled into the trap anymore. Doesn't have to set aside time to watch pornography. I don't do that anymore. I don't set aside time to watch pornography.
Good.
And I want to be real with you. Like that kind of shift, like you've seen it from going watching it multiple times a day to watching it 1 or 2 times a week. Soon enough, you're gonna be watching it once a month, possibly even 0 times. It's not easy. It's difficult. It's scary. Like it's gonna take some work because you have to become somebody new. The mindset of someone that's still relapsing, still cutting out time for pornography, still planning time to watch, it's completely different than the mindset of someone that's completely free who doesn't even want to watch pornography. And
Yeah.
I just want to be clear when it comes to making that transition, a lot of guys don't want to do that. Like you mentioned, it's difficult. Sometimes they want to keep watching it, but you have to make that change. And I just want to ask, like, is that a shift that you really want to commit to? Are
Yes.
you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's say we were able to help you out, right? I gave you all the mental shifts. I gave you all the audio. We worked together one-on-one to
Hmm.
get you back on track. Porn was no longer a factor in your life anymore.
Hmm.
What would be different? Like, can you walk me through a day in your life where you're no longer getting these urges, you're no longer having these thoughts? Like, what does that day actually look like for you when you get there?
That day would feel like a normal day, uh, where I wake up,
Mhm.
do my morning routine, do my exercises, I do my work, go home and make me dinner, talk to some friends, watch some TV, and I go to bed.
So
And
anything,
it's just and it's and if it's not a thought, and if it is a thought, it's not a thought I entertain.
Do you think you would feel different going a whole day without having thoughts or without having strong urges or going weeks without having those kind of intrusive thoughts?
I couldn't help but feel different. I couldn't help but feel different if I didn't have those intrusive thoughts, as you say. Um, because now, like when they happen, I just kind of have to let them pass. Like not, I just had to like pause and be like, okay, let it just go through me. Don't entertain it. Don't acknowledge it. Just let it happen, and then go out about my day. So it would give me more of my time back and less time, and it would give me more of my attention to focus on the things that matter to me.
So what would you do with like the extra time and attention that you would have? Like, do you have anything specific in mind that you would commit to that?
I'm actually in the process of coming up with like I don't know, it's like an idea or plan. So I'm a creator. I'm an artist. I'm a designer.
Mhm.
I work with a bunch of people. Well, I work with some people who we make art together. We're starting to build a studio.
Nice.
Um, and I have always loved being able to inspire people to be creative, or if they're even non-creative, to take up the challenge of doing something creative, because that is what um, that that reworks the brain more positively. Like whether you're a skilled painter or it's your first time, um, the act of creation has such a positive influence on the brain in so many ways.
yeah, yep.
And I love doing that just as like my life. I was born a creator, I'll die a creator. And so I want to be able to speak life, speak creation into other people. And I can't do that if I'm constantly worrying about this addiction, constantly trying to manage this addiction.
Well, I hope you guys were able to take some value from this conversation. I really hope it helped. But if you're still looking for that one-on-one support to be able to quit the P word, go ahead and click the link below and let's have a chat.